So I picked up this tin at the market last week. I'm gonna make it into one of my tobacco tins. I like doing this just to, I mean, there's no real good reason to do it. That just makes it a little better. You know, you get a little compartment for filters, your tobacco over here, and the skins slot in to hold the whole thing sort of closed. Well, not closed, but you know, they block off the two compartments. This one is bent, battered, and abused, and it has very little paint left on the outside of it. This one looks very cool. The first time I did this, I just used a pencil and whatever I had lying around. But, you know, you can get a pair of cheap calipers and you can do a little better. Not amazingly, you know. I am not an artiste when it comes to this kind of thing. When you're doing this bit, it's sort of tricky to get right. The tin is lipped on the inside, so sometimes it's better just to get a point there and see if you're still going to make it. It's easier just to make it too big and file it down a little later. I just use this fiberboard stuff. It's actually a piece of backing from an IKEA thing. To be honest, this fibrous stuff is great for small projects like this and anything of similar ilk, just because it's grainless, it doesn't chip away, it's easy to cut, and it seems to work well for, you know, this really light application. When it comes to cutting it, I like to just score through it on one side. You know, I've already scored it with my whatchamacallums. I just use a blunt old hacksaw blade to actually do the cutting. And it works pretty well. Oh, yes, talking to the microphone. The big nice microphone from Aukie, sent to me by somebody or other. I'll do a review on this. It's pretty nice to have good audio, but because I've killed another OnePlus One, or another OnePlus One screen, as there is just no good replacement for it, I am stuck with Potato Phone again. This is Potato Phone. No matter what I destroy, how much abuse it gets, I think it's actually survived one of my brother's many incidents. He lent me it, and it has just kept going and going. The screen is smashed. It was full of crapware when I got it. I was thankfully able to find another ROM for it. It is an X6 Pro, and I heartily recommend avoiding it at all costs. I think it's a bit out of date now anyway, but it is a piece of junk. It's slow, it has a lot of weird problems, and it's just unpleasant to use. You know, you're getting delays whenever you hit the menu button. You're getting, well, to be honest, there's a delay behind everything. If you type too quickly, it will very easily lose track of that. When I say type too quickly, I mean not very quickly at all. whenever you're doing this bit, definitely use a fresh packet of skins and try not to squeeze it because yeah, it's actually a really tight fit, but on top of that, they get just a little bit smaller as they're squidged in and out of here every time. And let's see, I'm gonna want that. Yeah, I think I'll do this singly. Sometimes I put a little T in there to hold it, but I'll try it this way. That was the way I did it the first time around. I just I'll get rid of that in the process. This little bit of mess. Ooh, this is such a wide angle camera too. I'm using the sports cam, so I have a nice sound and terrible video. I try and fix whatever lighting problems I'm bound to have from this little outdoor camera. With Adobe SpeedGrade. Well, I actually learned to do proper video editing and all that when I was back in tech, but I didn't keep up with it. I didn't have cameras. I had stills cameras, but I've not done video in a very long time to any degree. I kind of wish I had because, here there seems to be more and more interest in film, even just stupid backdoor films and all that. I don't know if it's getting anybody anywhere, but, it'd be nice to be able to keep up with it, wouldn't it? Oh, that hole must have been all the way through. No matter. I don't make these things very perfect anyway. I just try to get them a nice tight fit on the skins holder, and that's about it. This, sort of fits with the rest of it if it's a little bit ratty. I did this last one. Put brie wax or bry wax or whatever it is on it. I mean, it didn't do much to the color of the veneer stuff, but anywhere there's chips and dents or scratches, it darkened that down along with the edge and looked pretty well. Alright. Oh, we're in first time. It's usually bad news. That means there's a gap just up in here. I'm sure there's no point in trying to get a macro shot with this little thing. And that one missed the hinge. Yeah, so I just want to go ahead. Get my terrible, not very flat decked-in file. In fact, this is a file that I can bend and straighten with my hands. This is junk. But I only have a small, good, nice, hard bastard file and a rather abusive rasp from Baco, which is nice. You gotta love Poundland for their you gotta love Poundland for this. This is DIY time with Tommy Walsh. And sadly, this doesn't, like the rest of their stuff, have no nonsense branding. They have their white spirits in work, and they don't fuck about like the other solvents. They have no nonsense. I did find super glue. It was pretty much the best thing for this cyanoacrylate. And it's soaked up a little bit by the non-grain structure. The fibers too. But I get good adhesion to the metal. Oh, found it. You'll need to clean up afterwards. You can just shove it right off. Done. Bang, bang, boom. So, I think while I've got this no longer synced up, I'm guessing because of the whatchamacallums, the doobries, the sections in which